Peace. This is a meat and potatoes sushi production starring myself, the Water Alchemist, and today's topic for the occult family is a Valentine's Day reading. Now, I know that there's going to be some trogs and some pseudo spiritualists that I don't subscribe to Valentine's Day, and that's fine. If it doesn't, just please move aside. For those that this reading may resonate for, thank you for lending me your ear. So the deck that I will be using is a deck that I used when I first started doing readings when it pertained to relationships or just dealing with an individual's emotions. And it's this deck right here by Esther and Jerry Hicks, Getting into the Vortex. So that's the deck that I will be using for this reading, and I'm going to give a little bit extra. So with no further delay, let's get into it. Now, this is your first card where it may deal with the past. I can find harmony by feeling for improved thoughts. So, if we were contemplating an action that caused negative emotion, we would not proceed with the action until we resolve the negative emotions. We will make sure that we had come into alignment with source before proceeding. By feeling for the improved thought in time, and usually in a short time, you will feel the harmony of your source and you will know the appropriateness of your behavior. We would not look for the long list of right and wrong, but instead we would feel for the emotion of alignment with source. That's the first card. And the other card is this. I have complete control over my own thoughts. Now, you can find yourself in an endless loop where you explain that you feel negative because of the negative behavior of someone else. But if instead you take control over your own emotions and you think an improved thought because it feels better to do so, you can turn it around. You have no real control of what anyone else is doing with their vibration or with their actions for that matter, but you have a complete control over your own thoughts, vibrations, emotions, and point of attraction. So that's two cards. So I'm giving you that, but let's take it a step further. Now, some gods and goddesses have particular days and particular numbers. What is the day? Friday the 14th. Now, whose day does this belong to? Many know of Freya, but this is also the day that belongs to the goddess of love, Aphrodite. And what is her number? Aphrodite's number is 5. And 5 is because that it stimulates all of the senses. So I'm going to say this for people that you may have been born in the 5th month. Your birthday may come up to a 5, like if you were born on the 14th and the 23rd, like that. So leading up to this energy, maybe yesterday or today, you're really feeling it. Now, the cards were talking about being connected to source. So really what it is that you're feeling very spiritual and you're in a place where you're really getting in tune with your spirituality. Now, something about 5s, especially it could be Gemini or whatever, the name may add up to a 5. The whole thing is 5 is a mercurial energy. So they may do things that's backwards, but it turns out good for them in the end. But with a lot of chaos people, one of the things that they struggle with, they love the stimulation of love, but haven't really learned how to receive it. So where other people will be hesitant and embrace it, what happens with people that are attracted to 5, have been seeing 5s, etc., they're attracted to it, but they get caught up in the fight or flight stage. Like, I could do this, but I really want to make tracks because what if this doesn't work out? And then you will have negative thoughts like, okay, am I even worthy of love? I mean, you'll go there. So what the source will do is that when you're trying to align, they will bring in someone of order that can help you. Even if the union doesn't, flourish, you still have a friend and an ally as time moves on. And usually you may draw on somebody that may have sevens drawn to them. And everyone know my numbers, 11 and 7. So, and then also this could be someone whose birthday can be on the 16th, can be on the 7th. They could have been born in the month of July. And the thing is that while connecting with yourself and your spirituality, the thing is that it's going to be where it's going to come a point where the more you love them, you really can't control what they do. You only can control what you do. And one thing about a lot of chaos people or people who draw fives in their life, they kind of have a lone wolf nature and they're used to running they really used to running things. They're not going to tell you that. They're like, oh no, that's not me. Yes, it is. Trust me. Hear me now and believe me later. That's people who are chaos and draw fives in their life. They're like that. So the whole point of this reading is that let someone teach you. And even if you don't know how to follow, this is what you have to understand. True leaders have to know when to lead and when to step aside and know not only when to ask for help, but to value that help. So that's very important. So on this day of Aphrodite, I will say this. Her color is blue. Her planet is Venus. Her number is 5. And if you've been very emotional and in a very loving mood, that's Aphrodite working through you to connect to the source and your higher self for your highest good. So with that, that is your meat and potato sorcery for the day. I am the Water Alchemist. Be water, my friends. Peace.